baby. Have I got a special guest for you guys today? Please welcome my pal Geoffro to the program.
How's it going, Jeremiah?
Good, dude. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me. We're live in somewhere in Southern California.
I know.
Feels good.
Making it happen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Geoffro is an exciting guest for me and the show just because I usually have a lot of comedians on, and you're a funny dude, but the reason why you're here, a very talented musician that I've known for years, and we just became kind of friends through our buddy Brian Woods and like the comedy scene, and like adjacently we both have like mutual friends. We kept kind of running into each other through the scene, and you've helped me on multiple music projects with like Pat Reagan and Watkins.
That's right.
Making beats for us, like giving us creative input and stuff like that on multiple things, and yeah, and you're a Grammy winner.
Oh yeah, I've been part of a couple Grammys.
Yeah, I mean,
I've contributed.
That's pretty dope, man.
Thanks, man.
I think you're the first Grammy artist on the show.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Feels good.
Right? It's got to feel
Hopefully
like
I dressed for that part.
I mean, you look good.
All right.
You look way better than me. I got to say that. I got my backwards hat on, but dope shirt.
It works. Red and blue.
Yeah, for sure. Team red, team blue. Yeah, but you have a new song coming out called Want It So Bad.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And I was thinking it would be cool that if you're down, would you be down to play a little bit of it?
Let me think about that.
Okay.
Yeah, man, let's do it.
Let's get a little taste.
Okay. This is going to be the acoustic version, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere I go, oh, I got voices in my head trying to tell me no, oh no, leading me to the edge. Got so many ups, oh, but I don't know where to begin. I'm dying inside, there's no love coming in. Oh, I wanna know. Oh, am I chasing nothing? Is it a dream? Should I quit before I get in too deep? All these demons got me doubting everything. I won't believe them, no. I won't believe them, no. When you want it so bad, you risk everything for something that you never had. Growing your way through the jungle, and you bleed from the struggle. When they holding you back, you won't settle for half. When you want it so bad, face to face with your fears when nobody else understands. Taking your way through the jungle, and you bleed from the struggle. When they holding you back, you gotta go get that bag. When you want it so bad. That's just a little taste for you.
Yeah, all right. Heck yeah, dude. Thanks for playing us a little preview.
Of course,
and
of course.
And that comes out on all platforms on May 26th.
It's going to be out on May 26th.
Cool.
From the Spotifys to the TikToks to, yeah.
And I've listened to the full version, and it sounds great, man.
Thank you. Yeah, it's funky. It's not like how I just provided it right now. But
yeah.
It's a funky little dance track.
It moves, yeah.
Yeah.
I like the acoustic version too, though.
Yeah, it's actually my first time doing it. I think I flubbed up some of the lyrics, but we won't tell anybody. Oops. Uh-oh. But yeah, you know, it's funny because I'm so good at making like stoner music, like just shit that you can like, I don't know, sit on the couch and eat a bag of chips too.
Sure.
Smoke a joint.
Yeah. By the way, check out Geoffro's stuff like online. You've got a ton of music out that a lot of different genres and stuff that you kind of hit too.
Yeah. As far as the production, for sure.
Right.
For sure. I'm producing a lot of R&B stuff, a lot of from EDM to rock to even some hip hop. You know, a little bit of everything. But
nice.
Yeah. So again, this song is gonna be fun because it's like it took me out of my comfort zone. I was like, no more chilling and relaxed, and now we got to like actually move.
Right.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Go get that bag.
That's right.
Right.
Always. That's what they're saying, at least.
Heck yeah. I love that you brought a guitar. Anytime a guest brings instruments to your boy, I'm always excited. You brought a guitar, you brought a sax, and I've got keys set up over. You are a very talented multi-instrumentalist artist. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, man. I started on the keys, and then the saxophone like kind of led me to other things, and then guitar is just like, who doesn't want to play guitar at some point in their life, you know? So,
of course.
Yeah. Once I picked it up, I was 12, and from there it was just like learning as much as I could by ear, starting with Nirvana, of course, like a lot of people. And then,
Was that one of the first songs that you learned on guitar? Was it a Nirvana song?
It was Penny Royal Tea. Do you know that one?
No.
Yeah, it's on In Utero.
Okay.
And that's a good one. It's when you learn how to do bar chords. Bar chords do you play guitar?
I do, not great, but
those are the bitchin' chords. They hurt when you first start doing it. Yeah, exactly. It's like death on your pointer finger. Yeah.
Of course. And how old were you?
I was 12 when I picked up the guitar.
Oh, dude. So they were killing your fingers.
Yeah. But once I kind of like got used to it, then I was like, oh shit, you can learn like almost any song by doing the bar chords. So
right.
Yeah, that's how it all began. And then I was like 15 and 16 when I was like writing lyrics, terrible lyrics, and I was rapping and I was attempting to sing. I've always had the pitch, but I just didn't know how to physically do it right, I guess. And then like that took a little time, and here we are,
Yeah, you wrote the you composed the instrumental for the My Name is Jeremiah off the Reagan Watkins album.
That's right. Yeah. We had a good time doing that. That was fun.
It was fun, man. Yeah, you're really fun to work with and bounce off of.
We had to find the correct hey.
Oh yeah,
I had a whole like folder of those.
Of course.
Like that one's
this is too excited.
Is it too breathy?
I don't know. This one's too low.
Yeah, it's a genre.
Oh, it definitely is.
Genre.
Yeah, that hey genre. Yeah, just the shouting stuff in the background, the yas and different stuff like that.
I've tried to do it. It doesn't come off threatening enough.
No. Yeah. You have to have a certain timbre in your voice. Yeah. Otherwise, it's like hey.
Yeah. Hey
guys.
Yeah, man.
You need that like
that was great, and I love the video for that too. The video is hilarious.
That was a fun one. I ended up putting the instrumental in that to my special Jeremiah Watkins Family Reunion because I was like, we already made the dope instrumental for this. Like I might as well. Like that's how. Like that's on the credits of the special. So it's like boom, credits. Yep.
It's the way to do it. I love it. It has energy too. It's perfect for that.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah. I use it for like the teaser for it and everything. Yeah. It was dope, man.
Hell yeah, man. And then we also did the pizza song, which was basically your idea, but we put it together, and that one cracks me up to this day.
Yo,
I still love
that was one that we never made a video for it, and I wish we would have because it's such a fun song. It's such like a ridiculous fun song. We put that together for when Pat and I did this NBC show called Bring the Funny. The name of that, I always hated the name of that.
Yeah.
But we had some good friends who made it far on that show. But we were prepping that song for the second round of that competition, and then we got cut the first round, and we're like, so we did it live. When we did it live, it would crush. Anytime we played it like the clubs and stuff like that, like it would do really freaking well.
Yeah, we saw that. I brought my friends that one night. That was amazing.
Yeah. It's definitely one of those crowd pleaser songs for sure. I mean, it's a medley of different impressions and stuff like that. So.
And who doesn't like pizza?
Oh, come on, man.
Come on.
It's hard. I don't know if I've ever met somebody who's told me, at least to my face, that they don't like pizza. You know what I mean? Like, there's people out there that I'm sure don't like pizza, but I don't think I'm friends with them.
Yeah, for good reason.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's the type of person you don't want to see at your deathbed.
Yeah, no, that's scary. Yeah, I mean, they are death. Yeah, exactly. They are the Grim Reaper. If they don't like pizza, they must be dead inside.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah. What do you say we hop around on some different instruments and see what we can come up with?
That sounds good. Yeah. Let's reach for this Casio keyboard. It's in front of me. I think that's a good way to start it off.
Okay, great. Yeah. Let's do it.
Cool.
All right. Love it.
Jeremiah.
Yeah, Geoffro, how we doing today?
It's a little bit hot outside, and it's a little bit hot inside. We got all these lights and they making me sweat. Well, you got that shirt that makes you sweat. But it's okay now, 'cause I'm playing a Casio keyboard. It's my favorite. Much better than that Yamaha or Kawasaki. You gotta be careful with the Kawasaki. Be careful with the Kawasaki. You gotta be careful with the car, with the Kawasaki. Do you drink sake, by the way?
I don't. Do you, by the way?
Oh, it's so sneaky.
It's sneak up on you, right?
Yeah, it's a sneaky sake. Kawasaki, why are you so a sneaky keyboard? Are you a sneaky keyboard because you got sake in your name? Chords, bro.
Have you been following all this Johnny Depp Amber Heard stuff?
A little bit. It's so weird. It's so weird. He's pretty hilarious. He's just like spot on.
He literally like is laughing at like what they're coming up with. Mm-hmm. I just saw this video where like the lawyer was like, and did you see Johnny urinating in the foyer? He was calling it a foyer, first of all, instead of a foyer. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Like, did you see him urinating in the foyer? And the guy's like, no. Like, it's just like, it's so crazy.
Wasn't there for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen next. Doesn't she testify or something?
Yeah.
They probably already began that.
Oh, yeah. Those clips are going to be insane.
Yeah. Hopefully just as good, though.
Oh yeah, I mean, I just enjoy watching that guy, just Johnny Depp talk and his reactions. The amount of he's always trying to like not smile. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's constantly doing this thing where he's like trying to be stoic, but he keeps like kind of like cracking all the time.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Exactly.
You know, he's like trying to hold it in, like he's trying to like they're like, okay, we'll give you $1,000 if you don't smile right now. He's like, okay. He's trying to like keep the joy inside.
I love his dark glasses too.
Yeah,
he needs those to read or see the screen or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Darker than mine.
Yeah.
It always cracks me up.
What kind of prescription you working with, man?
Well, for me though, I don't even know what I'm blind as shit. Like you just turned into a blur right now.
Oh, if I took out my contacts, you'd be a blur for sure.
Oh damn, contacts.
Oh yeah.
Woo.
I've had those contacts for a long time. Someday I want to do the laser eye surgery thing, the LASIK.
Yeah. I want to do that too, but I hear that it goes away after a while and then you have to do it again. So I don't know if I want to do that experience twice.
Yeah, but is it one of those things where will it last 5 to 10 years or right?
That's the thing is like I hear it's supposed to be a decade, but then like the older you get, it's like less and less.
Right. Right.
And then there's a higher chance of like it fucking up your vision apparently. But I might just be inventing shit. I'm not really,
right.
I've heard like one bad scenario and it eventually got corrected.
Well, of course, like the one bad one is the one that is going to stick out, of course. Yeah.
100%.
When you were learning piano and stuff, did you have to learn, or did you want to, or did you learn a lot of covers? Like some people start like by learning covers and stuff like that.
Yeah. No, I was into it because my two older brothers were playing, so I think I just naturally wanted to do what they were doing, and I just did the whole children's bullshit, classically trained eventually, and then the cover stuff just straight up came from the guitar. And then when I played saxophone, that's when I started learning how to do jazz and like learn how to improvise. And So that kind of like carried over into the piano and eventually just, developing more on like the jazz side of things. And I'm like the type that like nowadays I will listen to jazz music, like when I'm washing the dishes or some shit, like
Right.
it's perfect, like, put some funky jazz on in the background. But I went to a music school and like everybody's like, so who do you listen to? Like, who's your favorite piano player? And I'm just like, I just play it. I don't really listen to it
Sure.
as much, so I always felt awkward.
And people get disappointed when you say that. They really do.
So I would just like start like mimicking whatever the most popular answer was,
Sure.
I mean, I know who these people are now.
Right.
But I'd just be like, yeah, Miles Davis,
Did he just say Miles Davis?
It's plural.
Yeah. I love Mile Davy. he's one of the greats.
He can blow, man.
Yeah. That cat can blow, man.
Just starting to use all the jazz terms to try and fit in.
Yeah, exactly.
That cat's cat-like.
Yeah, exactly. That cat's well, he's got cat skills. Yeah, that's what he got.
I think that's how he talked too.
Yeah.
I heard some interviews. He had that type of voice. So
Yeah,
it kinda
for
makes
sure.
sense.
What if somebody was like, hey, I need to know 5-year covers right now that you could just bust out at any time. Do you have any of those like in the Rolodex?
Ooh, that's I should have thought about that a little bit more before I came here. But what I used to do is like we would have a campfire and like people just shouted out what they wanted to hear, what their favorite song was, and as long as I've heard it, I could probably play it.
Really?
Yeah, we used to do like
That's a fun exercise.
we would do the guess that rap song, and I play like a rap beat on the guitar, and be like, oh, that's nothing but a G thing or whatever.
Could we do
that.
Can we try this on keys?
We could do it on the keys too. Yeah.
Let's see if I can guess that tune.
Okay, so shit. On the spot, I can't think of anything. Any genre you can suggest? Something that you're...
What about classic rock or oldies?
Okay.
Classic rock or oldies.
You know it, yeah.
Back in black.
Yeah, there you go. Good.
Yeah,
That was quick.
Yeah.
Let's see. What
If
else?
you can play at home, I'll even. You know what? I'm gonna leave a gap of space before I guess to see if you guys could guess along with us. And now we have a fun interactive game going. Okay,
I like
here we
it.
go.
There we go. We just solved that one.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, that's very classic. Oh, frick. Oh, I can't remember. I know this.
And then
Do you guys at home know this one? I cannot think of this one.
Come on, baby, light my fire.
Oh.
Yeah, light my fire, I believe.
Dang, yep.
Mm-hmm.
The Doors.
The Doors. Yep.
I'm 1-1 right now.
Let's see. Here's a good one. I'm trying to think of ones that are like a little challenging.
Oh, this is Pink Floyd Money, baby. One of the amazing sax solo on this song.
Absolutely.
I've never been able to play it. It's crazy.
That whole, that sax solo is amazing.
It's unbelievable,
and then
dude.
whoever that dude was, he's on like the whole album too.
Yeah.
Just
I
going
mean, there's
nuts.
some crazy. Yeah, that guy is next level.
Yeah. Okay, so you got two.
Okay, I'm 2
Got
for 3
two.
right now.
Um,
I'm mad that I didn't get the Doors.
well, here's another one this might be easy.
Do you guys know this one at home?
beautiful.
Yeah. Classic, baby. One of my favorite moments of Wayne's World when it says "No Stairway to Heaven" on
No
the
stairway.
What?
Denied. Steely Dan. That might be. I gotta practice.
Yeah, that would be hard for me too. I'm not a huge Steely Dan. I mean, I like Steely Dan, but I'm not like huge knowledge on his Rolodex.
Perhaps. Oh shit! It's weird because like now classic rock kind of includes the 90s. I'm seeing some of that on this list.
Doesn't that make you feel freaking old, bro?
Yeah, it makes
that
me
happened
sad.
to me the other day. Like I was listening to the radio and like they started playing some songs. I'm like, what the frick? I was listening to this when I was like a little kid, or like even a teenager.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is happening?
Perhaps this one. Yeah.
This is on that list? That's insane.
Yeah.
Can we forget about the things I said when I was drunk? I didn't mean to call you that.
Through with me. Please tell me why.
My car is in the front yard
And I'm sleeping with my clothes on.
I came into the window last night and your car is gone.
Oh man,
That sounded like the middle school play ending. That
that was lit right there.
was lit, bro. Heck
Yeah.
yeah. That's crazy. That's on that classic rock list.
They were ahead of their time with that phrase too. They were lit, and now everybody's saying shit's lit.
Oh, dude, I know.
I never really like dwelled on that before.
You know, and a lot of people probably aren't dwelling on that they were ahead of their time. I think of not many people.
What about this one? I gotta remember. It's been a while since I've listened to some of these bands,
Sure.
but like the lyrics, I believe are.
That's Seattle rock, right?
Well,
Yeah. Gonna get some Taco Bell and put it in my mouth later.
Yeah, Taco Bell. That's right. I always
yeah.
wonder what he was saying.
Yeah.
Gonna get me and door, then
Gonna get a number 2 and I'm gonna regret it later.
Yes. What was his name? Eddie Vedder.
That guy.
I know who it is. All right, let's get one more. I mean,
This is for all the marbles guys at home. What are you faring so far?
Oh, what was that song called? The last
Even
one.
Flow?
That's right.
Yeah, Even Flow. Yeah.
Something you have after eating Taco Bell. If you're
Even
lucky.
Flow.
Yeah.
Gotta go. My bowels are gonna empty on the floor.
Sing it, sister.
That's the first time another straight white male has told me sing it, sister, and it felt pretty dang good. Some people call me the space cowboy. Some call me the gangster of love. Some people call me Maurice. And that's right where we belong. Even though they haven't done doing
You're doing it wrong. You're doing them wrong. And don't you worry, baby, don't you worry. Cause I'm right here in Jeremiah's studio. And I'm a picker, I'm a grinner, I'm a lover, and I'm a sinner.
Playing my music in the sun.
I'm a joker, I'm a smoker,
I'm a midnight talker.
I surely don't want to hurt no one.
Ooh. Now, at home, before we say who the band is, do you know who the band is? That is the Steve Miller Band.
Yes, sir.
I love that song. That's a good one. My mom, that brings back a lot of good memories. My mom had Steve Miller Band's greatest hits on CD, in our car growing up, and that was like in constant rotation.
Yep.
That there's Best of Fleetwood Mac.
Okay.
The Beatles 1 like anthology, all that.
Yeah.
There's Backstreet Boys. There's NSYNC. There was.
Who did you like better between those two?
You know, back in the day, I was a Backstreet Boys guy. As I got older, I realized that NSYNC was the better group. But I was all about Backstreet Boys. Like, we freaking, oh my goodness. We played the crap out of that CD. It was ridiculous.
Yeah. And they're back. I mean, like they predicted.
Yeah. Who would have thought?
Not a lot of boy bands follow through with that shit. A lot of them break up and they stay that way.
Well, dude, you know, it's one of those things where those kind of teen heartthrob songs, they hit a little different when you're singing them as an adult. You know what I mean? It's a little bit, you know, it's a little bit different vibe when a full-grown man with a beard, tattoos, and kids is singing that song.
Yeah, your life experience certainly takes over and the lyrics take on a new meaning.
Yeah. I mean, show me the meaning of being lonely. I mean, those guys have had some dark times over the years now.
I can tell you the meaning of being lonely. It's Sunday night watching Netflix, no shirt, wearing your shame blanket, crying into your pizza.
What's a shame blanket?
I don't know.
Shame blankets are Kleenexes for me. Just jerking off into shame blankets all the time. That's what I call Kleenex, bro. Endless supply. Here we go.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
living the good life right there.
What was some of the first bands when you were like a teenager that you were like really vibing with, where you're like, I gotta go buy this CD, or I gotta go like find a way to download this online?
Right, because it was CDs for sure.
Right, CDs.
I mean, I was into like all the grunge for sure.
Okay.
You know, like also it was cool because like my brother had a extensive CD collection and records, and so I could always just like grab his and like always had access to whatever he was listening to. So he turned me on to like the classics like Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, and that, you know, when I started like experimenting with substances, that sort of became my world. But before that, it was definitely the grunge. And then like even before that, when I was in third grade, it was hip hop. Like, you know, I memorized my first rap verse, probably 10 years old. A group called Arrested Development, and they have a song called People Every Day. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about, but if you do, big props.
Heck yeah.
And and then of course Dr. Dre, and like I was like, this was actually right before, hell yeah. This is before I was like owning CDs or had my first CD player. This was like cassette tape on the radio.
I still think that one of the best hooks of all time is from Still DRE.
Yep.
Love that. Oh, I love that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm still.
Yep. Classic.
Dre D. Dude, I love that song.
What's my motherfucking name? Snoop Dogg.
That's another good one too. Fahim Anwar, do you know that comic?
Who is it?
Fahim Anwar, do you know that
comedian?
comedian?
That name, yeah.
So he's at the Comedy Store a lot. He's like done stand up on the spot and stuff over the years.
Okay,
So you might have seen him at like one of like the 3 Club shows or like at one of the other venues that we used to do it at. But he has this great bit. I don't even know if he does anymore, but he has this bit about like what happens to all of the girls who just do those 2-line hooks on rap songs.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And they're like in the booth thinking that their life is going to change forever, and then like that's all they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a sad world.
Snoop Dogg. Like, so he has his act out of the girl doing the Snoop Dogg line.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, the music industry, man. It's I don't know which one is the best at breaking dreams. I think the music industry might be the worst or the best, whatever.
Well, that's what's interesting is, so like we've been on different paths for like a long time, like, but we've known, dude, how long have I known you now? It feels like a long time.
Yeah,
like almost a decade. I feel like.
I think it was a decade or is a decade.
Yeah,
and I'm sure we can verify that by text messages and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
But I think that's about correct, because there's a lot of people that I know that I'm like, okay, I've known them for a minute, and you look back and it's like, no, that's been 10 years. And I feel like that feels the same here.
Because we used to hang at my old place, like on Coengo, when Brian used to live there. So like that had to have been at least close to 10. It's somewhere around like between 8 and 10, I think.
And that's basically how I met all of y'all, because I'm friends with Kareem, who I grew up with, and he probably invited me to your show. Like, I think that's kind of how it began.
Yeah, because Kareem and Brian were helping me out with Stand Up on the Spot. Like, literally, they were so cool. So how we know each other, I had neighbors who, when I was running Stand Up on the Spot, because I've been running that show now since 2010, which is like insane to think about. But they saw that I was basically wearing too many hats. They're like, dude, I feel like we were already friends, and we're like, I was hanging out with them, and they saw me do a show, and they saw me like running around. They saw me putting up the lineup. They saw me like giving like literally I would mix CDs of what I wanted each comic to come up to for their music to go to the stage. I put in like so much thought for every little part of the show, like really like hands-on producing like every little part that I could.
Wow.
And Brian and Kareem were like, yo, you need help. Like, let us help you. We're not looking for anything out of it. We're just homies. We want to help out. And that's how it started out. Like they, like when I started promoting it outside of Second City at a different venue, I literally told them, I'm like, I don't know how to promote, if that makes sense.
Wow.
And they're like, well, we have friends who've been in the area. We'll start with that. And then like, hopefully we'll build out the show like in different ways and stuff like that. And they were instrumental in starting to help me get people who I didn't know and were not in my network of friends to the show that were just actual people in the audience. Because at comics, you can't rely on any comics, especially early on, to bring anybody of quality to a show, because they're like, you use it up too fast in your first year of comedy. You use all your favors to be like, oh, come to my show. And then you realize like, oh, I should have held on to some of those asks for the good shows that I'm on now. So when I was hosting that show, the first, like after I'd been done doing it at Second City, we started moving around, and they started helping me like get butts and seats. They would buy beer for the show and hand it out at the show and stuff like that. And we used to charge literally like $5, like just to, and some of the shows were free. We just wanted to get people into the show. And I think we just kind of...
That's amazing. I love hearing that, because I guess I never knew fully the whole origin of how that came into place. But I could definitely see that, because I know you kill it in so many ways. And I could see that, like, they're like, yo, bro, let us help you make this run smoother.
Right.
That's great.
Yeah, so they would have, like, the actual system of a list. And, like, Brian was like, let's, like, get a website going for this thing. And, like, just, like, producer stuff that, like, there's sometimes too much, like, on the talent side of things. Like, when you're already hosting, it's already a lot to think about. But he's like, let me just take some of this pressure off, and let's just start doing that. And when we left Second City, I'd ran it there for a couple of years, and it like got a lot of great shows out of there, and it kind of ran its course. I was ready to kind of graduate it out of there. That's when the show, it started to be hard to get butts and seats, because at Second City, I would promote it inside the classrooms, and it would be easy to get 50 people in the theater, because they would just walk over from the classroom to the theater after their class.
Okay, yeah.
So like it was sold out, and like easy every show. I was like, man, this is amazing. Like, this is what it's like to produce shows in LA. And then when I took it to another venue, it was so hard. Yeah.
Wow, incredible. I mean, I can relate in certain ways about like doing too many things and whatnot. I used to like play my shows when I first moved to LA, and like just fucking carry my big Han Solo big ass case with my synthesizer in it, and shit, it'll rip your arm off. It's so heavy.
Of course.
So I would have that, a guitar amp, 2 guitars, acoustic, electric, whatever, for whatever I was doing at that time. And I'd be helping my lazy ass drummer friend bring his shit on the stage, and like people were like, man, you also writing the songs? No, you're doing too much, bro.
Yeah. You need to chill a little bit.
Yeah,
you start stretching yourself a little bit too thin, and then it ends up hurting your art.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
But it's been cool, like over the years of knowing you, to see your trajectory, and like, you've worked with some really cool artists, like not only on the things that you have Grammys for, but just like in general. Like you've told me like some cool, I don't know, just stories over the years of different people who you've worked with. It's dope.
Yeah, I mean, I've been fortunate to work with just people that I'm like, I can't believe you exist. Like, you're so good.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, most recently, one of my favorite artists at this time is Pink Sweats, and he's just incredible drummer. And like, you probably don't know that unless you see him live, but he's got the best voice. He can write his ass off, and just, you know, when we work together, he knows what he wants, you know. So he's just like, he knows how to push you too, to give him the best quality. So
Sure.
it's I love that, you know, because then there's some people that like, you just show up and you play them beats, and then there's other shit that like you feel like you're just humming the melodies and trying to. I don't always do lyrics. There's other people that specifically just do lyrics. I just kind of like, I get in how I fit in, you know, that type of thing. And yeah, there's some people where you just have to like write the whole fucking song for them, and then but they have the voice, you know. But like, that's just like, every artist is gonna be different, and I just really appreciate the ones that like they really know what direction they're trying to go, and they can just lead the way. And even though you're a producer and you're trying to help lead them, like it's like, no, they already got it, just help guide them.
Sure.
Yeah
That's cool. Yeah, when people know their voice, I mean, it helps a lot.
Yep. Yeah, there's been all kinds of incredible people I've gotten to work with. It's great. And then a lot of ones that are like, you know, just funny, awkward moments, you know, that I won't tell the Lenny Kravitz story because I've already told that too many times on podcasts, but let's just say that, I
mean, this audience hasn't heard it, so
should I tell it?
I think you should. I mean,
every time I tell it, I think I'd okay, I'm gonna do my best to not like embellish it too much, but like, what it comes down to is I had an amazing opportunity to work in the Bahamas with CeeLo Green. And I've always been a fan of his, and when I got down there, it was like amazing setting, of course, but like, they were trying to tell me, like, you know, there's like this British A&R who I never met before, and he's like, "Hey, Jeff, you know, I love your tracks, you know, that, and honestly, they're like, I think they're the best for the project, I really do. But Pharrell's coming tomorrow," and I'm like, "Did you just say Pharrell? Oh, that's fucking amazing!" Like, I got super excited. He's like, "Yeah, so you know, it's gonna be the Pharrell show, so we're probably gonna book you a flight home, you know, tomorrow," you know, and I'm like, "What?" And like, so my people got like pissed. So like, why are you trying to send him home? He just got there. Yeah. Because they were just like, yeah, you know, there's no need. And
now that we have Pharrell, why do we need Geoffro? That's disrespectful. So even though he's great, it's like, it's still like, dude, I just got here.
I just got there. You know,
can we try to collaborate a little bit? Yeah.
So, you know, keep going with it. There was like lots of situations, like I didn't have my own monitors and all this stuff, so I'm like, so how am I supposed to work? Like, oh, well, you know, we could go to the main island and ship some shit over here, but it's probably not gonna happen. Like, all right. So I basically had to wait till everybody went to sleep and then go into this big room. The place was like owned by like some porn star or some shit, just a big mansion right on the beach, beautiful white sand, pink sand, whatever it is. And so I'm like waiting until people were sleeping. I just plug into the speakers, and like, that's when I made my beats, was like 2 a.m. And then like, I would just try and find the moment to play it for CeeLo, who was really cool, by the way. He was just like open to everything. Fast forward the end of the trip, I got to stay because my people were like, no, he's fucking staying. You wanted him there. And it just felt like I was an outsider, but I was like just trying to deal with it the best I could. And Lenny Kravitz comes by because he lives on that island, or I mean, he lives a couple places, as we know, and he just like showed up, super fucking genuine dude, and he like came up to me and was like, "I didn't get your name," and we had a quick chat, and I was like, "Yeah, I'd love to jam with you, whatever," but it was again one of those moments where they're like, "Well, we don't know who the fuck you are, like we're just gonna play over here," and apparently, what it all comes down to, I was chilling and just relaxing, you know, as the time's going by, and like a low talker came up to me, you know, someone with a very, very quiet voice, and must have asked me for if Lenny can borrow my guitar, and I don't remember this at all, but apparently I said no, And I found this out like a year and a half to 2 years later. It was like CeeLo's engineer saw me, and first time since that Bahamas trip, he's like, there he is, like walking down the hall in the studio. There he is, Mr. Too Good to let Lenny fucking Kravitz use his guitar. And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, oh yeah, you said no, man. We remember. And I was like, you gotta walk me through this, man, because I have no recollection of any conversation about me giving a guitar to anybody or whatever. And why wouldn't they have a guitar? I mean, I don't know. So yeah, that's what it comes down to. And then also the rest of that trip, I was making friends, but there was still some energy that I couldn't shake. I'm like, this trip is just weird. And I flew home when Lenny Kravitz was having a barbecue. And I was so pissed that I couldn't go to that barbecue. I was like, man, that could have been so much fun. Like chilling at Lenny Kravitz's crib and chopping it up.
So did you actually turn it down?
No. I honestly
what happened?
I honestly think that what happened was like they were asking me if, I don't know, who knows, like, do you want pizza or some shit? And I was like, no,
I'm good.
I ate.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Like, huh.
Yeah, because like why would I just be like, no, that dude? But like that's kind of my strategy these days is like I was like, just own it, like a lot of things.
Right.
Anybody else, sure, no problem, but not fucking that dude.
Not Lenny.
No.
You're like, I gotta go. I gotta get away.
Give me the guitar. I say no.
No.
But yeah, man. So I'm trying to think of other fun stories. Do you know Kevin Gates, rapper?
Yeah,
crazy rapper. He's awesome. I played on some shit for one of his songs. I played bass on a song called "Du Down." If anybody's listening and they know hip hop, I really dicked that fucking bass guitar line down.
Yeah.
Anyway, I once met him, but it was like in an awkward setting because we had this secret men's restroom. It wasn't really secret, but it was like the one that it was less used. And
there's only a handful of people that knew about it, kind of thing.
Yeah. There's less people around that area. It was on the second floor of this big building. We were on the third floor. Third floor one, you don't want to go in there. Occasionally somebody's like getting their hair cut and shit, and it's just like small and cramped, and it's like, this is awkward.
Right.
Got to drop a deuce or something. Well, one time I did have to, and I'm going down to that secret one, and I'm like, yep, this is it. Just like can relax, get a little me time, do my thing like a normal person. And somebody just comes walking in there, and like he's on the phone. He's like, hold on. And then just goes up to the stall that I'm in. He's like, boom, 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 boom. Who in there? Boom, boom. I'm like, what? Who in there? Geoffro? Oh, okay. And then he just like went back to the urinal and continued his phone call. I couldn't even understand what they're talking about anyway. But I was just like, all right, it's Kevin Gates. I could tell by the timbre in his voice.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. But a lot of those stories, a lot of those
it's cool. Yeah, you just working with different people over the years and stuff like that. One of your Grammys is with Jason Derulo. Is that you worked with?
No, it wasn't not a Grammy with that, but I do have some songs with Jason Derulo.
Yeah. What are the Grammys currently that?
So I was part of Ziggy Marley's.
That's right.
A couple of different albums for him. That I got to write and produce a little bit. And then Flume.
Yeah.
Flume had a song called Never Be Like You. So his album Skin was the one that took home Best Electronic Dance Album of whatever year, 2016.
Heck yeah.
So yeah, it's been interesting for sure.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that what our paths mirror at times is a lot of highs and lows. Like 1 second you're rubbing shoulders with like huge amazing artists, and the next you're like, okay, back to square one. Like, how am I gonna get this song into people's ears and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
like it's cool. But I don't know, I love all the craziness of the ups and downs, like of going from I literally did like a rooftop show the other night that was nobody could hear the comics. Like it was like I was like yelling at people. Like there's a long cord. I grabbed and I yelled at all the people at the bar to try to like fight and listen. You know?
Yeah.
And then the next night, like I was at the La Jolla Comedy Store last night. I was headlining there, and it was just such a fun show. And it's just like it's still like constantly, but that's like part of the adventure of it. Is like you never know like what that next gig or that next show is going to be like. So it's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. And you know, it's a real test, you know, of who's the best. You know, like you have to put up with some shit. Everybody does, but you know, like, and then when you get that good situation, like it just makes it so much fucking better. You know?
What do you say we play a little bit of sax right now?
Yeah, I did bring it. So
yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
heck yeah. All right.
Yeah.
A fun little jam.
That was good.
Yeah.
Started off as a nice conversation there.
I know, yeah. A little bit back and forth.
Yeah.
Then some vibing.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, dude.
Brought it out, man. I like it.
Yeah. Well, I want to do this final segment with you. It's called Sax Talk. Oh, Sax Talk.
So, I want to welcome everybody to my yoga class. Ooh, yeah. It's gonna be some hot yoga. We're gonna be stretching. We're gonna be squealing. And most importantly, breathing. Now today, I'm gonna show you how to pick up a blueberry with your butthole. First you start with a nice squat. Get your bearings straight. Keep your feet down flat. Go on down. Now your knees might be trembling a little bit. That's normal. Do you see that blue dot on the ground? Pick it up. Don't think you can go that deep? Try again. Now count with me. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Blueberry, 1, 2, 3. Pick it up. Don't think you can do it? Pick it up. Try it. Pick that blueberry up with your rectal muscles. You might be trying too hard. Loosen up. Listen to the saxophone. Cannonball, baby. Try again. You're doing great. Except you in the back row. Squat. Okay, congrats. Anybody managed to pick up a blueberry with their butthole? I teach every Thursday, 9 a.m., so come again, and beginners are welcome, of course. Play me some blueberry jazz. I just dropped the blueberry. Oh, God. I got the runs. Very nice, very nice. Thank you for joining my yoga class. And that's some sexual healing right there.
Heck yeah.
How do you feel?
Well, so I have to ask, where did this blueberry bit come from?
Let's see.
2020, right before that situation, I ended up taking some yoga classes, and I took this one class that was probably too advanced for me.
Yeah.
And you know, they're like, do we have any newcomers? And they're looking directly at me.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, yeah, single me out. That's cool.
Right.
Like, yeah, I'm new to this, and I just, you know, it's new year. I want to try this. And eventually that dude, like, it was weird. I never went back, but he was just like talking that way the whole time. He was just like, yeah, once you really get down there and you loosen up, you might be able to pick up a blueberry with your butthole. And everybody's just laughing like, oh, he's so silly.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, this is a class I don't want to come back to.
Right, right.
You know, he's coming up to me, correcting my posture, and
Sure.
I'm just like, bro, you trying to cut my balls right here?
At any point, did he just, you know, save you the job and put a blueberry in your butthole directly? He's like, this is my master class. Here you go. I'm just gonna pop it in there real quick.
He's like, Geoff, what kind of fruit do you like? And then I'm like, he's like, spread your legs, Jeff. And I was like, what did you just say? Did you just pronounce my name, Jeff? Because you got it right.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen often.
Oh, of course. Whenever they see that on paper, it's got to
Geoff.
That's got to be your entire life. It had to happen. Geoff, how are you doing today, Geoff? Are you doing well, Geoff?
Do you like blueberries, Geoff?
What's going on with you? Are you having a good time in here in yoga class, Geoff?
Yeah.
Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah, man.
Well, May 26th is where you can want it so bad.
Yeah, it's not a comedy song, by the way. It's a real life situation song.
Yeah.
Yeah. So check it out. It's gonna be out there. And yeah, again, it's funky. It's got soul. It gets
I'm telling
moving.
you, the falsetto is still in my head.
Hell yeah.
You want it so bad.
Fuck
You know?
yeah. All right.
You know?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, dude. So look out for that, guys. Geoffro, thank you, bro, so much for coming on the show and hanging out and jamming for an hour, man. It was
My
fun.
pleasure. This was awesome. I appreciate you.
Yeah, brother. Love you, man. Thanks.
Peace.